Howdy folks, it is DIECAST Buffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003, time for the 2005 Fall Rockingham race, the Subway 400. Oh boy. So, last week at Lowe's Motor Speedway, we came away with a top 10 finish, but it was Jeff Gordon going to victory lane, and let me tell you, man, we have tried to win just about every single race we can, and we're still 284 points behind the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Martin. And for us to be able to win this championship, it's going to take a freaking miracle, man. We're going to have to find a way to get around Martin. And he's going to have a DNF. He's going to have a finish outside the top 30. And to be honest with you, we're going to have to win the next 4 races. We don't have a choice. We're going to have to go to North Carolina Speedway, win there. Got to go to the Texas Roval, win that. Texas Oval, win that. Homestead, we have to win the next 4 races. We don't have a choice. Our backs are against the wall here. It's down to 4 drivers for the championship. I've already, or no, make it 5 drivers, excuse me. 284 points is a lot to be behind with 4 to go, but anything can happen. We're still hoping Martin has some sort of issues. We're going to run the normal, we're going to run the Sitco Ford, and let's go to Rockingham. Alright folks, qualified on pole for today's race, the Subway 400. Look, we have 4 races to go in the 2005 Winston Cup season. 280 points behind. We have to win today at Rockingham. No other choice. We just gotta hope that Mark Martin has a bad run, and then we'll be able to gain some points that way. But as far as I'm concerned, 100% of our race strategy is going to be about winning this race. We have nothing else to lose. Let's go ahead and sit it out trackside for some good old Rockingham stock car action.
We're in Rockingham, North Carolina, home of the North Carolina Speedway for today's race, the Subway 400. Drivers say this place can be one difficult track to master.
Well, this track is deceiving to drivers who are new here. It's wide and fast in most places, but in the corners, they'll have to slow up more than they expect. Otherwise, the wall will sneak up and bite them on the exit, especially in turn 2.
This is a much-needed break for Jeff Burton.
I could tell by the look on his face this morning how happy he was. I didn't even have to ask. Great to see him starting up front for a change.
Way back in 1976, Bill Elliott made his first Winston Cup start here at the Rock, earning himself $640.
He finished 33rd that day. Today, the 33rd place finisher will bring home over $40,000. NASCAR sure has come a long way, hasn't it?
Engines are fired. Once again, it's the Target Dodge and Jimmy Spencer alongside Jeff Burton. But I tell you what, man, it's all about that number 6 car. If Mark Martin has a bad run today here at Rockingham, the opportunity to gain points is here. Look, we have to win the race. We have no choice but to win today at the Rock. We have no choice. There's no other way to win the championship at this point. We have to win this race. We have to win both races next week in Fort Worth, and we also have to win at Homestead. It's going to be tough to do so, but I tell you what, man, we can win it. We can win today. We've won at Rockingham before. I don't know where Mark Martin is. Looks like he's about 11th, 12th place. Here we go. Green flag out at Rockingham. 39 circuits around here, and holy cow, tire wear might be a factor, but I'm going to play to win here. Got to... Gosh, dang it. Jeff Gordon's on the inside here looking. Got to catch that 41 car. Got to catch that 41 car. Look, we have to lead a bunch of laps today. We cannot afford to not have the most laps led. Look, sorry 41, but you're about to get moved if you don't get out of the way. Look, clean pass there, but we're going to have to hold on to this lead, man. We have no choice. Look, this is for the championship as far as I'm concerned. To the newer viewer out there, this is pretty much a version of playoff implications, if you will. I hate the term playoffs in NASCAR, but it's literally, we have to win the next 4 races or we're not going to win the championship. So, as far as I'm concerned, we have to go out here and just blow the doors off the competition. Hope we have a great pit stop. Mark Martin's going to have a DNF or 2. That is blatantly obvious. He's going to have 2 outside the top 30 finishes at least. And that still might not be enough. But every point's going to matter, so I'm hoping for at least this first half of the race, we'll be able to get the most laps led. That'll be 10 bonus points there. And if we can win the race, that would put us at, what, 185 points for the day. If Mark Martin finishes, well, outside the top 20, that would give him about, I don't know, about 100 points or so. And that would give us, you know, about an 80-point gain. That would bring it down to 200 points. But you still see there's a gigantic gap of amount of points we need. So we need something catastrophic to happen to the number 6 Ford. And perhaps we can do so here today at Rockingham. But we needed to go out here and just focus on winning the race. Everything else is out of our control. Just go out here, just control what we can do. And that is the lead laps at the Rock. We've won here before. We've won here at North Carolina Speedway. It's nothing new, but I want to build up the biggest lead possible. Believe it or not, Bobby Labonte is in 2nd place. He has not done anything all year long. He's been very quiet this year. But his teammate Tony Stewart has made some noise. Going for our 12th win in 2005. And it's amazing to think that you can win 11 Winston Cup events and you're still 280 points behind. That's because of those engine issues we had earlier in the season at California, Talladega. You can even throw Las Vegas up there. You know, we had a bunch of engine issues, and we slowly started correcting those through the summer months. And we finally got the ship righted, and we're back to our winning ways. But that's what happens, man. You got to be extremely consistent. You know, I think Mark Martin's average finish is about a 9.1. I think our average finish is like a 13.3. That means, on average, Mark Martin is about 5 spots better than us every race. And if you calculate those 5 spots with 3 points each, that's about 10 points at least every race Mark Martin's gaining on us. That's not good. So, when you look at the numbers and you break them down bit by bit, 11 wins and losing 10 spots on the days you don't win, which is about 20 races, it's pretty clear how you can be 280 points behind. We only had 1 DNF though. That was at Sonoma, the summer race. Unfortunately, that didn't go our way, but hey, it's okay. We went back and we won at Sonoma in the fall. Could really pay dividends if we're in a tight battle for the win and we can't lift. So there we go. We stretched our field to the absolute max. Make our way down pit road. Don't speed. There we go. Don't repair damage. Keep the car the same. Hopefully we get a good pit stop. The pit stop might be a little slower because the fuel tank is 100% dry. So got to get this thing full of petrol. And hope no yellow flag or anything crazy happens during the pit sequence. Come on, team. Need a good, consistent, clean pit stop here. I'm hoping for a 15.5 as usual, but come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got the fastest car here in Rockingham. Boom, 15.5. There we go. Perfect pit stop. Now, how's everything going to cycle out? Come on, car. Go, 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 go. So, all right. So, pit sequence is done. At least for us. We're 10th place right now. Let's see where we cycle out. We had a really good pit stop, 15.5, so I'm hoping this will give us back the lead and we can potentially have a shot to win this race, man. We need to win this race. Like right now, we're 2nd place. The leader is down pit road, so it looks like we're going to resume the lead, but we did stay out 1 extra lap. And I think right there might be the defining moment for this race. Because if we would have pitted on lap 20 rather than lap 21, we might have had to save fuel for the final few laps to be able to stretch it to that 1 extra lap. And if we were in a tight battle with another driver, I know our car's fast, but anything can happen. If we were in a tight battle, we might have ran out of gas because we would have to push the car to the limit to win the race. But right now, we pretty much got the most laps led locked up, so that's 10 bonus points there. If we win the race, that's 185 points right there to Jeff Burton. But Mark Martin in 3rd place, man. I mean, let me tell you, man, this cat is just unbeatable right now. I mean, shades of Sterling Marlin in 02 and 03. I mean, this dude is just hot dogging, baby. I mean, this dude is just flying around this track. He goes to every track and he just shows up and he's so consistent, man. I tell you. This dude is almost unbeatable at these racetracks. Anyways, though, we got about 15 more circuits around here. We're going to have to get around lap traffic to do so. Now, I don't know how far back second place is, but I'm not going to just roll over and just give up. I'm still hoping something happens to that 6 car. I know it's extremely unlikely, but hey, man, you got to keep digging, got to keep going. Let's just go out here and just try to dominate this race, man. We're doing everything in our power that we can. If the finishing order stays where it is, and he gets a top 3 or something, right? If we get 185 points, he'll probably get 170 points, right? 170, 165 points, so we might gain 20 points on him. That would bring it down to 260. Like I said, guys, it's going to take 2 DNFs by Mark Martin for anything to shake in the championship standings, which, of course, it can happen. I mean, I've seen it happen in this playthrough, in this series. I remember one time we had like 150 points entering the Texas doubleheader, and we lost the championship. It can happen, man. It can happen. You have to be consistent everywhere. Look, man, we're doing what we gotta do. Let's just go up here and just race and just win. That's all we can do. Just go out here and win the race. Control what we can do and let Mark Martin do the rest. If he has an oopsie, then we gain. But if he doesn't, oh well. Just go out here, do what we gotta do, and try to do the unthinkable and come back from 506 points down. Oh my god, man. Still, it's gonna be about 260 points behind, but if he has a DNF, man, we could gain 120 points. It's very possible because I think last place gets like 35 points, I think. So if last place got 35 points and we win the race, we bring home, you know, 185 or something, that's a 150 point swing. That's what I'm saying. It's not over. It might seem like you're fooling yourself, Diecast Buffet, but it has happened. I've seen these drivers wreck out. It can happen. That's why I'm not giving up. That's why when it had 506, I was not willing to write us off yet, because it can happen. I'm getting out of this hornet's nest. I don't feel comfortable running the outside here and all this lap traffic in front of us. I don't want to tear up the race car. I just want to take care of it, man. This is the last short track race of 05 up here at Rockingham Speedway. The day race, of course, the spring race. You know, we should have had a much better run, but we got caught speeding on pit road. Honestly, we probably could have won that race too. Got caught speeding, and it really just it really hurt us in the points because we needed to capitalize there, and we weren't able to. That's part of Winston Cup racing. Steve Parks got a little damage on the nose. Wow, maybe he made some contact somewhere around the track. Who knows? Maybe he just likes the look of a bent-up Monte Carlo. Anyways, coming to lap 33 today at Rockingham Speedway. Gotta keep digging, man. Just keep digging, keep the car up front, and just hope we don't have a yellow flag. But part of me does, because then that means Mark Martin could get passed. So I'm hoping for I just want to win the race. I just want to win the race. Control what we can control. That's it. There's Johnny Benson to the outside, and it's never too early to start talking about silly season and where everyone's going to shake out at the end of the year. Terry Labonte, Rusty Wallace, good old Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd. There's so many veteran drivers that could be on their way out after the Homestead race in a few weeks. Really, honestly, it's only 2 weeks away because the next 2 races are in the same week. It's a Thursday Roval race, and then Sunday it's the Texas 500. So in 2 weeks, we're going to know who's going to retire and who's not. So the season is winding down. You know, this is the final few races of the year. You just got to go out there and just got to earn it, man. We're doing everything in our power right now to gain on Mark Martin. And I'll tell you what, man. Mark Martin in second place. Out of every car in this field, the game is rewarding Mark Martin unbelievably. I'm telling you, man, it is unbelievable how dominant these cars can be. So Mark Martin's looking to a second place finish. We'll gain some points on him, but it might only be like 13 points. But we'll gain something. There's our teammate Greg Biffle, which I'm surprised he's still even running in the game. I'm hoping he leaves Roush and he goes to another team and we see Biffle have some success like McMurray has jumping over from the 27 Monte Carlo to the number 7 Dodge. But of course, McMurray has been a hit or miss. He only has 1 win, a few poles, I think, but this has been just mediocre at best. Anyways, got about 2 laps to go today at Rockingham. Mark Martin's so far behind us, don't have to worry about him. Caution would end the race. Man, Mark Martin's in 2nd place right now. I'm telling you, man, it's frustrating, but hey, we did everything we had to do. Come here to Rockingham, dominate the race, have a great pit stop. So the team, we unloaded fast, right? We qualified on pole. Pit crew did their job. So far, I'm doing my job as the driver. We're good on fuel, don't worry about it. White flag in the air. This is why I wanted to stay out that extra lap, because we would have been borderline on fuel. And if we were to run out of fuel here at Rockingham like we've done in the past, I'll tell you what, man, the championship would be 100% over. The odds are against us, but we're not going to give up. Jeff Burton is going to redeem himself from the pit road speeding penalty back in March. Jeff Burton, victory lane here at Rockingham. Holy cow, man. Woo! There we go. Big win. Mark Martin gets 2nd place, but I tell you what, man, win number 12. Look, even if we don't win this championship, we're winning races, man. We're winning freaking races. I mean, we have to go on a tear to win this championship, and we gained points on Martin, but not much. Holy cow, man. We just gotta hope and pray he has an engine failure. That's it. That's the only thing that's gonna save us from losing this championship. But at best... Oh, we're out of gas. That's cool.
There weren't very many lead.
Here we go, guys. Victory lane here at Rockingham. Look, the car is spotless, okay? The car is literally like spotless, bro. Qualified on pole, stayed up front all race long. Just great job by... We unloaded the car fast, right? Qualified the car fast. Pit crew fast. The car was just perfect, man. Huge win. Look, we gained a little bit of points on Martin. Not much. It's going to be about 260 still behind, but all it takes is one bad race by Mark Martin. We can win it. If we win the next 3 races, we can still win this championship. We got to win the next 3 though. We don't have a choice. We have to win the next 3 races, and tell you what, we have won the next 3 races before, so 100% it is doable. But I'm telling you, man, Mark Martin is not going away quietly. Mark Martin, though, here's a big tidbit. Mark Martin did not lead a single lap, which is huge. We dominated 36 out of 39 laps, right? He's going to come away with 170 points. We gained 5 points just because of our finishing position. And I mentioned it was 3 points ahead. I just noticed something that it does differentiate depending where you're at. So, like, position 15th through 14th is only 3 points ahead, but up here in the front, it's about 5 points. So it does differentiate. It's a little confusing, I'll be honest. Nowadays, the points format is so much more simple. Each position is 1 point on the racetrack. Mark Martin, 5 points lost there, plus the 10 bonus points. So we gained 15 points on Mark Martin. All that effort just for 15 points. Imagine that. Shout out to Kurt Busch getting a top 10 for ROUSH Racing, another big win for the team. Who is the bottom of the barrel today? Oh boy, let's see who was the unlucky duckling here at Rockingham. That's going to go to Kay Patterson. Bad run for that car. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss any of my new content, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at DIECAST Buffet. Hope you're having a great one, folks. DIECAST Buffet. Signing off.